Hey guys, it's Chris with Offroadfarm, and today we're going to install a Spartan locker. Most of the time you can install a Spartan locker in the carrier while it's still in the differential housing. I had to pull my chunk out because I ruined some bearings. You can find out how I did that up here. I'll post a little link. I've also got a Dana 60 teardown video, and I'm also doing a video on how to pull this out and do all the bearings. But today, we're just gonna worry about the Spartan locker. Just try to do a separate video so it'll be nice and quick. So the Spartan locker comes in a nice little box here. When you open it up, you've got a really good instruction manual. All the parts you'll need. This one even came with a new center pin, a small parts bag, a sticker, and then the rest of your parts. So if you're going to do a Spartan locker, take a look at this instruction manual. It's really good. It has good pictures that tells you just how you do everything. So let's get started. So we're going to turn it over. We're going to drive the pin from this side. There's a hole in the carrier. And there's that roll pin. Now we can knock out our center pin. Now our center pin's out. Now let's go clean this thing up. Now keep in mind, these spider gears will also have some shims on them or some thrust washers. So we're going to keep those separate in case we need to reuse them. So the first step is we're going to install these springs into these alignment pins and put them in the holes. There's 4 each. Now it'll also come with these little retaining wires, and that's where you push these alignment pins down and you stick that wire in and it keeps that pin flush. So we'll do that for all 4. Now we're going to install these side couplers. You do not use thrust washers on these. They just slide down in there, and then the other one, that slides up in there. Alright, these drivers have a spacer that goes in the middle. Now they are a little different. So the open side needs to go towards the teeth. Just like that. So we'll set that one in the bottom. You have to turn them just right. So I had to bend these pins just a little bit so I could get everything lined up. Now I can just go ahead and pull these retaining pins out. Alright, everything snapped into place. Now it says we need to check this gap. It needs to be between 0.145 and 0.17. Looks like we're at 0.142. Now I got 0.148. Then it was 1.5 or 0.15. Point 145. .146. So I think we're good. Last thing we need to do, spin this around and install our new center pin. I just hit this center pin with just a little bit of oil just to kind of loosen everything up. Let it slick up a little bit. All right, now we just need to put in the roll pin. It holds that center pin in. This kit did come with a new roll pin. And we're done. The Spartan locker went in really easy. That center pin should hold everything. Now all we got to do is put everything else back together. Well, that's it for the Spartan locker install. Overall, I think it went really well. I didn't have any problems at all installing this. It went really easy. And I think it would go just as easy if the carrier were still in the vehicle. Now the very last step that they recommend is to verify function, and you do that by putting the carrier back in, putting in your axle shafts, brakes, hubs, spindles, everything. Put on your wheels and tires. You spin the tires, both tires in one direction until it locks up against the drivetrain, and then one person holds the wheel, second person goes to the other wheel and tries to spin it in the opposite direction to verify that it'll unlock and actually ratchet. Problem is, I can't do that. I don't have an engine or a transmission or a transfer case or a drive shaft, and my axle's still tore apart back here. So we'll worry about that later. But if you're looking for a simple locker that's easy to install and still functions well, I'd give the Spartan a try. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you want to see more like it, hit the subscribe button down there.